It's the it's the night before Christmas in Chicago, Illinois, and Mayor Lori Lightfoot and Governor Pritzker have been checking their list and checking it twice to see who's been naughty and who's been nice. And everyone who's been naughty is anybody who sees things a little differently or voices some sort of objection to what's going on. And everyone who's nice is people who are being paid off and go along with the system because it's working just great for them. And Lori and Governor Pritzker they've got all kinds of great gifts. They've got crime, population loss, and economic devastation for everyone. In Illinois and in Chicago, we have our own special Christmas nativity every election season. And we have the shepherds out in the field ballot harvesting. And we have the wise men tweaking the Dominion election ballot machines to assure a certain outcome. In all of this, I think many of us are hoping for divine intervention. But short of that, at least maybe a good after Christmas return sale so we can return all these clunker gifts. Welcome. Welcome to Conservative Coffee Hour. I'm Stanley Smith. Paul Engel asked a few weeks ago, what is it we're trying to conserve here at Conservative Coffee Hour? And my answer to that was social cohesion. I think the idea that we respect our own personal opinions and our view of things above other people's, but we respect the fact that everyone feels that way. Everyone has their view and their opinion, and we need to value our own opinion and value and respect everyone's right to do the same. It's all part of the flow of ideas, and we've discussed many different uh, views and ideas and topics here at Conservative Coffee Hour, myself and Lawrence Legas. Lawrence has been so generous in sharing his contacts and invites to fascinating guests each week. Special guests that we've been especially thankful, intrigued by this year were John Cape, who talked to us about climate change, and Annie Gramone, who talked about the our shadow selves and how sometimes if we're not careful, we can be battling ourselves. Barbara Palmer, expert litigator, gave us a lot of nuance about the law and litigation and procedure. And also, we heard from Ashley Babbitt's mom, Mickey, with her heartfelt recollection of her daughter and the events on January 6th. You know, in all this, we kind of have to navigate where we are and who we are in this whole matrix of politics. And Larry brings his special dimension. He's very much a political insider, but I'm not. I'm a novice, and I think the majority of us are. We're simply the people. We're not government policy, and we're not the military. God might have created man a little bit lower than the angels, but he didn't create the government or any other action group or military or agency above mankind. So in the new year, we have to hope for the new things, good things, and new gifts. I think some of us were somewhat disappointed with the gift of the red wave last year or this year, but I think we need to see that and watch that and appreciate how that rolls out. Similar to a tsunami, when a tsunami tidal wave starts in the ocean, it's really imperceptible. It's just a rolling cycle of wavelengths until it gets to the shallows of the shore, and then it's more and more evident. But not quite like it is in the film with a giant wall of water. It's something that happens a little slower than you might suspect, and I think we can see that the tsunami was more than just the election. It was the happenings at Twitter and in other investigations, and some of the changing tides we'll see as the Republican Congress takes over. In the time of nativity, it's not always clear what's happening. It's not always apparent to most people. It's only apparent or obvious to a few people. Only a few people get it. That's why the rest of us are still waiting for the divine intervention. In our time, I think it's often seen as the choice between two bad options. We have the Republicans and we have the Democrats, and we seem to have ever increasingly narrow choices. But from God's perspective, we have plenty plenty of options. And I think his option is definitely akin to our goal of social cohesion, respecting each other and respecting ourselves, holding on to our opinion, and valuing other people's perspective. If you would like to join us at Conservative Coffee Hour is every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time on Zoom. I will include my email in the description of this video, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.